Hello everyone, this is Men's here. I'm playing the Tier 8 Russian premium tank, the IS-6. A lot of people like this tank since it has preferential matchmaking. It only sees Tier 8 and Tier 9. So basically Tier 9 is going to be the max tank that you're going to see. This basically excludes you from seeing Tier 7 already, as well as Tier 8, so that's very nice for people who don't really like SPGs. Basically, the tank has a decent armor setup. It'll bounce a lot of Tier 8 and under tank gun shells. And basically the gun's pretty nice too, aside from the accuracy and penetration. So it is somewhat needed to carry some APCR. If you don't carry APCR, you'll have trouble penning some Tier 8 tanks, and also as well as some Tier 9 tanks. It's basically, since the accuracy is not good and the pen's low, you can't really aim for many weak spots. So you sort of have to counter that by bumping your pen up a bit. It is pretty mobile. I was a little bit surprised at that. It doesn't seem fast by its listed stats, but basically it is a very mobile, heavy tank.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I do have a weak spot guide up for this on my website. The armor values are pretty good. They're not excellent by any means, but they're good enough to where they provide you enough protection.
Looks like that one went right through.
And also the side armor. It's not very strong, but a lot of people will try to shoot you below that space armor that you have. There's no hull armor behind there, so they're just going to do 0 damage hits every time. Basically this tank, it's an all-around tank. It's not great. It's not bad at anything either, except for the accuracy, but it's just good at everything that makes a very good tank to play. The only thing it's really lacking, as I said, was the pen, the accuracy. It also doesn't have very good gun depression, but it's not too much of a downside. I don't even think that this guy is playing. I'm just gonna make short work of him and then go help out the whole town. And as you see, the HP is 1550, which is very good for Tier 8. It's not the best at Tier 8, but it's also pretty much up there. It has more HP than IS-3 actually. The main thing is with this tank, you want to be aggressive, but at the same time, if you're going to be up against a Tier 9, you want to play a little bit less aggressively, since Tier 9s can cut right through your armor. But you can play aggressive against Tier 8 and lower tanks, since your armor can bounce them pretty well.
They're hit.
And since you have a high alpha gun, you can pretty much two-shot a lot of low tiers. So I pretty much play this pretty aggressively. I rely on the armor. You don't want to angle it too much, only like around 15 degrees. You just want to wiggle a little bit, get people to shoot your armor. Once people shoot below that space armor flap, you'll see there's not much hull armor underneath it, so even if they penetrate, they won't be able to exactly do any HP damage to you. So basically you want to just stick away from hills, stay on flat terrain, and try to bully tanks. Super Persons are a little bit tough to deal with at long range, only because if they're front facing you, you don't have enough accuracy to actually hit the small weak spots. But aside from that, it's a very good tank. I recommend it to anyone, since it only sees Tier 9s, and it's pretty good all around. So that was a pretty decent match. I got top experience. So you can see I made a pretty decent profit. A little bit high on ammunition since I used some APCR. And I did 3,700 damage. So overall, pretty good. Thank you for watching. this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also check out my website, wotguru.com, for weak spot guides, tank guides, tips, and just general gameplay guides. Either way, thank you for watching again, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon.